Welcome back to the That's Tough podcast.
And here I am, it's Lewis.
It's your boy Jermaine G.
And we back, bro. Football is back, and we are back.
Yes, sir.
It's time for season 2, bro.
Season 2.
Predictions, bro.
It was a good year last year.
Good year last year, bro.
If you went our way, you were profitable in the money lines and spreads last season. And we're going for the same thing this year. Another year of date, another year of plays. You already know. Use promo code Jermaine Sports on Sleeper for lifetime access to my Discord.
Click that link in the description.
Come on out. Hit us up on Instagram. Social media is down there. We do what we do. Come get locked in, man. Another year. The 2024-2025 season of the NFL. 17-game season, 18 weeks. We're going to have a video out every week.
Every week, bro. We back with the consistency.
Every Sunday games. We're not going to be doing the Monday and Thursday game predictions. But every Sunday game, we will have here.
We'll do the little recap of the beginning of the games around the beginning of the video. Like we're about to do here.
Yeah, we'll have a little recap.
But besides that, we'll do full predictions for the Sunday games. Well, yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
But let's start off with a little recap. We had the season opener, Ravens versus Chiefs. That shit came down to the last second, bro.
Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying, had a good game, but to say it was a great game, not at all. Miss Zay Flowers wide open in the end zone at the end of the game. You got to make that throw, man. You're the MVP. You're literally the MVP. Was number, 3 on the players list, something like that? Come on now, man. Lamar Jackson, I need you to do better. I need you to do better. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a good year. The Ravens might not lose more than 4 games this year. Not gonna lie. They lost this game, but they're probably gonna go on a run. And I see the Ravens being right up there in AFC Championship aspirations again, but the Chiefs are just stacked. They won that game with Kelsey having a bad game. No Marquise Hollywood-Brown. Come on now. Raji Rice post-allegations. Raji Rice was going through mad shit, and he had 7 catches for 103 yards.
Bro, no suspension.
No suspension. His trials next year.
Shout out to that 40-yard dash man, Xavier Worthy.
Already on Rookie of the Year watch after week 1. 2
tutties, bro.
Anytime touchdowns. He rushed on his first NFL touch, he scored a touchdown. Rushing touchdown, and then he scored a receiving touchdown. Burned Marlon Humphreys. I don't know what Marlon Humphreys was doing on that play. It was a busted coverage. The Chiefs do it again. I called out Chiefs minus 2.5 on my Instagram. Free play for the sauce. Follow my Instagram, Jermaine_Woods. I'm giving out free sauce in there all the time, man. Get with us, man.
Yo, it is what it is, bro. It's gonna be hard to beat the defending champs, bro. And they came out and proved it in the season opener, bro.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna get it done.
Especially in the AFC Championship rematch, bro.
Come on, the rematch. This is the game the Ravens had to win. But the Chiefs were favorites for a reason. They pulled it out, and that's why the remaining of the defending champs, back-to-back champs, have a chance to be the first NFL team ever
to 3-peat.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's the Eagles and Packers game in Brazil.
And, bro, let's be honest. For this being such a high-scoring game, I felt as though it was pretty fucking sloppy.
It was the overhit.
The field was horrible.
Imagine if this game was in the United States, it would have been like a 40 to 45, maybe 50 game because there were so many drops, so many slips. The NFL,
so many penalties too. Bro.
Players tear their ACL. It's on the NFL this year. There's no reason players should be playing in Brazil if they don't have turf over there. I don't know what y'all doing, man.
Players haven't been endorsing grass fields for like how many years now? Like, come on now. Now you're gonna put them on a soccer field. It don't make no sense.
Soccer field's crazy.
Soccer field
was crazy, man. Everybody was slipping. What are we doing here, NFL? You trying to tear everybody ACL? Look what happened to Jordan Love.
Yeah, I was about to
Jordan Love, a max player, max quarterback. Second in pass touchdowns last season.
Out for like 3 to 6 weeks.
Come on now. Now the Packer season is over. Your season's over already. Packer season's over already. Unfortunately.
Good takeaways I would take away from this game is Jaden Reed. Absolute stellar
Jaden Reed coming out party.
And your man's in the Eagles' best signing that they had off season, Saquon Barkley. 3 touchdowns. Went absolutely crazy, bro.
Saquon Barkley.
Finding them gaps, bro.
A 3-touchdown game to start the season like that. MVP watch.
Different.
MVP watch already for the Saquon just because he had that old line. Yes, Travis Kelce, big brother Jason Kelce.
Best old line in the league.
Retired. The tush push is low key a little but that old line is still a top 5 in the league, and it showed because they were opening up a whole lot of holes over there for Saquon Barkley. 3 total touchdowns, 100+ scrimmage yards. Come on now.
And
Saquon Barkley
we
do
were
what he do.
talking
He
about
was
this.
rotten in New York. He was rotten. He was getting stats, but they didn't mean nothing because they weren't winning. Now they won a big game, a crucial game against a great Green Bay Packers team that made the divisional round last year. Eagles statement win. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll say it right now. Eagles gonna have a great season. They're
We
gonna
were
make us a lot of
talking
money
about
this
that, bro.
year. They have a overall great roster. They
Yeah,
drafted Quinyon Mitchell, and he made some great plays in that first game ever. He was locking up. He was talking crazy, and that's what the DBs, the great DBs, talk. The great DBs talk crazy to receivers. They try getting in their head. Football is not just a physical game; it's a mental game more than anything. Jair Alexander will get burned, and then he'll talk crazy to the receiver. The receiver will get out of it. And you know what I'm saying? Incompletions,
Yeah.
passes, deflections. It was a great game, but it was sloppy, and the NFL was risking players' health, sending them on bad fields, and that's going to end up hurting your brand in the long run when your superstar players ain't in the damn game because you
Yeah.
want to be some heroes and get some international bread. Fix the fields and then let the players play. Player safety always.
Literally. And we were talking about this in the car, bro. We're going back to the Saquon Barkley thing. When he is 100% healthy, he's the best running back in the league, hands down. The agility, the quickness, the way that he can get to the end zone is just insane.
Well, nah, he came in shape. He was definitely in shape.
He showed out.
He looked like his second year in the Giants, rookie year. Even he was great. His best year ever. He looked even better than that. He was finding. He was breaking tackles. 3 touchdowns, man. Stole every touchdown from Jalen Hurts anytime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That devastating. But Eagles gonna have a good year. That -2 was free. We do what we do. Now let's start the first ever Sunday predictions
Let's go,
for
run it
season
in.
2 of the That's Tough podcast, NFL 24-25 season. Let's talk to him, Lou.
Want to start it off? Let's start it off. We got Panthers taking on the Saints, man, and I'm gonna say no more, bro. Panthers still rebuilding. This is second year Bryce Young. He's got a lot to prove after the pretty rough season he had for a rookie year, but you can't really do anything when you have basically no weapons or a line. Your best weapon was Adam Thielen last season, respectively. But I'm gonna have to take the Saints here. You know, we're looking at it. This is one of the poorest divisions in the NFL, but the Saints have the higher upside on this advantage coming into this game, and I'm gonna take the Saints all the way.
I'm gonna go with the Saints too here. The game is in New Orleans. The Saints just have a better roster. Even though the Carolina Panthers did pick up some linemen, they spent money this offseason, rebuilt their all line, drafted Xavier Leggett, a top 5 to top 10 receiver in the draft, in a very stacked draft for receivers. You're gonna hear the names of these rookie receivers for many years to come. They are some studs. They had a great season for college football last year, receiver wise, and even this year already with the receivers that are coming. But Xavier Leggett went with the last pick in the first round, and he's going to show everybody a huge wide receiver. 6'3", fast, different. You still have Adam Thielen, who had a career reviving season last year, a consistent target, and the signing of Deontay Johnson, who was the Pittsburgh Steelers' former number 1 receiver. His position did get overtaken by George Pickens, but now he has a chance to be wide receiver 1 in Carolina. I think he has a good year. And I think it's a bounce back year for Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 draft. Over and under yards, free sauce, over 199.5 passing yards. They're going to be playing from behind early in this game. I think he has a lot of attempts, a lot of throws, and an improved O-line. The Saints have a good defense, but I do think Bryce Young could keep it maybe a little close. The line's pretty high, but I'm going to straight just go. I'm going to give out the money line, Saints money line. They get it started at home. If you can't beat the Panthers, Saints, it's going to be a long season, Saints. You better win. You better win at home.
For a defense that's low key slow, indicating due to age, that's going to be one of them questionable games, bro. But I do still feel that the Saints are going to be able to take away this game, bro.
No, 100%. Also, Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown against the Panthers, book that. We're on to the next game.
We got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants, and this is a tough game.
This is the toughest game of the week to predict, in my opinion.
Because these are both, I don't want to say mid teams, but like their quarterback situations aren't really the best here. They don't put them in the best position to win. You have Sam Darnold, who's your starter for the Vikings, and Daniel Jones, a guy who you overpaid, by the way, letting Saquon Barkley go, who literally, if we look back earlier this year into the preseason,
they should have just paid him. Now that I'm thinking about it, like he was asking for a good amount, but that's not so crazy amount. He's
That's
on like what 10 million a year, something like that.
yeah,
Let me see
bro.
what his
It's crazy, bro.
contract.
But what we seen, bro, is that Daniel Jones didn't look absolutely great in the couple snaps that
Not
he
at
had in
all.
the
Not
preseason.
at
Threw a
all.
couple interceptions, was looking pretty rough, and had everybody even on Twitter, bro, tweeting this was the guy that you really gave all this money to. And with that, I just gotta say, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings here, bro. Honestly, they got Justin Jefferson. You know, if he plays that game, already know what he's gonna do. One of the best receivers in the league, arguably the best receiver in the game. He's gonna go out there and go crazy for y'all. Now, I don't know Jordan Addison's status at this moment of the game, but if he does eventually play, which I highly doubt he isn't going to be able to play, but that's another factor. Had a pretty solid rookie year last year for him being the two receiver, showed his good flashes, and is
Definitely.
another good solid weapon for Sam Darnold. And maybe Sam Darnold could low key have a comeback player of the year race. You're coming into a good situation to revive your career, having two good weapons on your offense, and this could be the opportunity for you to showcase your talent in the league.
100%. 100%. I completely agree, man. Giants. I just don't trust Daniel Jones under pressure. They're at home here. They drafted Malik Neighbors, who I really think is just going to be just as special as Marvin
Yeah,
Harrison Jr. Malik Neighbors was a superstar in his junior year at LSU. Declared early for the draft, fifth overall pick. We know everything about him. He's gonna have a game. I think he'll have a game against these Vikings corners, but I'm also gonna go with the Vikings here just because I don't trust Daniel Jones under pressure. They don't got no running backs. The only great receiver is Malik Neighbors.
bro.
Their defense is ass still.
They traded for Brian Burns. I'll give them
Brian,
that.
they
But
got Brian
besides
Burns.
that, there
Their
hasn't
D
been
tackle too. What's his name? The
uh,
elite one.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence is gonna
Dexter
have a game
Lawrence.
too.
Bro, they
But
lost
I
some. They
think
lost key
Vikings do
pieces,
enough.
bro. They lost McKinney in the offseason. That's definitely gonna hurt their
Justin
secondary.
Jefferson over 81 and a half yards. Come on. Come on, Jay Jet ass. Back. You know what he's going to do? Sam Darnold, have a game, man. Show why you were the number two pick many years ago in a Jared Goff's draft class. Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on, fellas. Bro, you got Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison might not play, but they still got some decent backup receivers. Trey Hendrickson's still on the Vikings, right? Hendrickson?
Hendrick.
The tight end? What's
Uh,
his
oh,
name?
T.J. Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson. Have a game, Hawkinson.
I don't know if he's playing though.
It's a little injury riddle. The Giants are favorites as of right now, but I'm a lean. I wouldn't bet this game, fellas. Do not bet on this
Yeah,
game.
don't.
Only bet on J Jedi because he's gonna get his targets regardless.
I would take.
All
I would just take the touchdowns anytime touchdowns. Honestly, if that's even a question. But specifically for Justin
for
Jefferson,
just
bro.
81 and a half yards, his line usually at 100. It is because Sam Darnold's the quarterback, but I still think he gets at least 82. Um, don't bet on this game, fellas. But if you want a money line in this game, I'm gonna go with the Vikings at plus money. It's not even plus money at this point. I think it's like minus 105. That's how you know this game's so close
It's
because
gonna
there's
be
no
a
plus
battle. It's
money
gonna be a
team
battle of
right
mid.
now. The odds are very. There's not even a line for this game. The line's at plus zero. The lines
Bro,
are plus zero. Not even the odds makers know
bro,
which side to be
that's what
on.
I'm saying.
You
It's
know what
gonna
I'm
be a
saying? So
battle of mid,
it's a
bro.
battle mid, but I think the better team is still the Vikings here. Vikings money line. Let's go.
All right, next game we got Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, and
And
me being a
Bengals.
Pats fan, have to take on Biles' take here, bro. And I just got the Cincinnati Bengals, bro. They were literally not in the Super Bowl not too long ago. Their team more or less looking the same. They had their little T Higgins dilemma, but they got that all figured out. Now they have the whole dilemma going on with Jamar Chase, whether or not he's still gonna play. But regardless or not, if he plays, I still think that they're going to come out on top in this game. Patriots offense didn't really see any upgrades in this offseason. We didn't upgrade our O line. Our receivers are basically made up of rookies and Demario Douglas, who I won't lie is a pretty good guy at times, but this team is literally we were second to last in receiver separation in yards last year. I don't expect us to go out there and start going crazy on the offense. Our defense is what is our heart in that team. But still, defense still got its flaws at the end of the day. Bengals offense is just way better. even though I feel like this could low key be a close game because of the defense, I still do think that the Bengals are gonna come out on top.
I would say the Pats have one thing in covering the original spread at +9. For the Bengals to win by more than 9, I don't know. I don't think so. But I am going to take them to win. I did give that out as a free play. Bengals money line -400. If the Bengals lose to the Pats,
Bro,
it's
it's
going to
rough
be a
sight, bro.
long
I don't
season.
know. I don't
It's
even
going to
know.
be a long
I don't
season,
even know
man.
how the
The
Patriots
Pats
got,
are deliberately tanking. You don't
bro.
sit your number 2 pick, your number 3 pick in the draft for a guy that is a good backup
Like
quarterback.
I understand for development
They
purposes,
don't want to
but
win. The Pats don't want to win. They
but
shouldn't win. They got a chance to get a great, great player next
it's
year's draft. Next
I
year's
feel
draft.
like it's a smart decision for them to do that because obviously the Patriots didn't do anything with their O line. They didn't upgrade their O
I
line at
know.
all. We're
Games in Cincinnati. Come on,
like,
Bengals.
bro,
Come on, Joe Shiesty. They should really blow them
they
out.
should
I'm
be
not
getting to the
predicting.
quarterback ASAP, bro. In
You should
this
be getting
game,
to the quarterback ASAP. They gotta beat them so bad they're gonna put in May. They gotta make Kobe
yo,
Brissett look suspicious out there.
nah,
And
facts.
think about Brissett. Like Lewis stated, he got the second best touchdown and interception ratio
Yeah,
ever in metrics wise. So it's like he's good, but he's still a backup
yeah,
quarterback. And the Bengals are going to expose the Pats yet again. I'm not predicting a blowout, but I'm predicting the Bengals to win.
yeah.
That game's pretty straightforward. If the Pats win that game, salute to them, and the Bengals
Cincinnati
are
got
banned. Fade them all year if they lose to the Pats. Pats are gonna be ass. I predict the Pats to win less than six
Bengals
games.
on sus watch if they lose.
Pats winning less than 6 games in 2024. I'm not
Oh
even
yeah,
hating.
I don't.
I'm not even
Nah,
hating.
I'm
They're
not
trying to
hating
get a
either.
top 5
I
pick in the
think we're gonna.
draft.
I think as a Pats fan, I think we'll have like
Tanking
4 or
for
5
Travis.
wins.
Tanking for Travis. That's what they're doing.
Yo, facts.
Tanking for
Next
Travis.
next game we got going on Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Falcons. Another hard game.
Another
I
hard
feel
game to
though.
call.
I'm
Falcons are -185
I'm
favorites,
not gonna lie, bro.
and I think I'm gonna go with them boys in Atlanta.
I
I
think
got
I'm
I
gonna go
got
with
them
them
winning
as
that
well, bro.
division. I got them winning that
The
division too.
rebuild, the
It's
fast
crazy.
rebuild is
Kirk
crazy.
Cousins got paid.
Upgrade is secondary. Matthew
Bijan Robinson
Judon.
year 2. Let's work.
Matthew Judon,
Let's
beautiful
work.
trade to Atlanta, bro. Buffing up that D line who desperately didn't have anybody last year, for being for real, bro. And the overall turnaround of the Atlanta Falcons, this is just crazy to see. If you're an ATL fan right now, I know you're hyped as hell because I know you're gonna come into this game. Y'all playing right here in Atlanta too. Y'all finna get that dub against Pittsburgh. That's how I'm feeling, low key.
No, 100%, man. I like the Falcons team this year. The Steelers, no Russell Wilson tomorrow. Justin Fields has been named the
The starter,
starter.
yeah.
Um,
Dealing with a calf issue. Russell
Fields is
Wilson.
my guy, Ohio State legend, but he's been suspicious in the league, man. I'm gonna rock with the better team here. I would say the Steelers have the better defense, and they did add the linebacker from the Ravens,
Patrick Queen.
Patrick Queen, a top 5 linebacker in football,
All-pro
statistically
linebacker.
All Pro last year. Had a great year. They got him.
But this is Kirk
But
Cousins.
this is Kirk Cousins.
You
This is
put him.
Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts.
We're talking about Kirk
Do your
Cousins
thing.
coming into the best position in.
The best team he's ever
He
played on. This is
got
the best
Bijan
team.
Robinson as the running back. Tight end Kyle Pitts, who's had his down years as of late, but now with a good solid quarterback, could be able to function and pick up where he went from.
Has never had a
his rookie
quarterback.
season.
They had
Like,
Desmond Ritter starting last year. Desmond Ritter is
Bro,
barely.
they had Marcus Mariota.
Desmond Ritter, I think, is a free agent right now. Matter of fact, but he's not. That's how you know it was a bad year. If he's not even on the team right now. But come on, let's go. Falcons money line. I think they start out the year right and set the tone and put themselves in a position to win a very, very wide open NFC South. Any team can win that division. They know, except the Panthers. They know, we know, and we're gonna rock with the Falcons to start off 2024.
Next game, we got the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts
in Indianapolis.
And we got a reloaded rematch game of the fight for the playoff and
the game that the Colts shit the bed.
Yo,
They
wide open running back for first.
And I don't know why you pass it to your third string running back instead of running the fucking ball or passing it to your receiver. Retards. I don't care.
But we're gonna get right into this, and I'm taking Houston, bro.
The Texans money line, book that.
Bro.
That.
The upgrades: Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. Do I really have to say it anymore, bro? About that wide receiver core,
Dalton Schultz at tight end.
Dalton Schultz.
Joe Mixon at running back. Oh my god.
Bro,
Yo, this is
this is a contender, bro. We're
this
looking at this
team
on
right
the
here.
paper.
This
We're
team
looking at
right
a
here.
contender.
Them Texans, man. Them Texans.
CJ Stroud
on
from behind,
paper.
bro. Like, what are we?
No Diddy.
Pause. Fast. real rap.
Yo, no Diddy, but
like,
CJ Stroud's gonna have an All-Pro year again.
dude,
He was an MVP conversation as a rookie last year. The best thrower, one of the best rookie seasons we've seen in a minute. Made the playoffs, won the playoff game. Eventually lost to the Ravens. That was a tough game for them.
yeah.
But I like the Texans here. The Colts could make it close.
Cool.
Anthony Richardson's a dog, but he was terrible in the preseason. And I honestly think that carries over. I do think he gets an anytime touchdown. I like Stephon Diggs receiving yards at 60.5, and Stroud pass yards and pass touchdowns. It's gonna be. I think that Stroud has a field day on that Colts defense.
It's that
Stroud field day on that Colts defense, fellas.
Bro, it's that lingering shoulder issue for Anthony Richardson, bro. That's gonna get to him, bro. No, and I don't like that, bro. I don't like that.
I have to fade him. I have to not even run him at all. No bullshit, because it just worries me, man. And that O-line is good. That Colts O-line is good, but you know, the Texans got a good defense too. Texans are just an overall great team this year. Stingley got paid. Bro. Come on now,
Will
man.
Anderson.
Will Anderson, year 2. Will Anderson.
Yo,
you know he's coming for everything.
See, Texans is a team to root for this season.
They are.
I'm telling you, bro.
Definitely are, 100%.
Next game we got going on, we got Arizona Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And low key, I feel like the Cardinals could be a dark horse playoff team this year. If they get their stuff together, they added Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison is who we think he is. Marvin Harrison is one of the best receiving prospects
he got
we've seen.
He got that stage, bro, that he could help Kyler Murray get to that next level, bro. Kyler Murray been very injury prone. And Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. If he's 100% healthy, he's a good quarterback in the league.
True story.
But I feel like they could be a dark horse playoff team this year if they get their stuff together. But I'm still gonna go with the Buffalo Bills to win this game.
Buffalo Bills money line.
Josh Allen, you can't beat a top 3 quarterback in the league. Despite all the losses that they took this season, they don't really have mainly a primary receiver. They have a rising.
Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman could be a dude.
Could be that guy.
But Dalton Kincaid's gonna eat this season. I think exactly. Dalton Kincaid's gonna be a big fantasy sleeper. He's going to be a big fantasy scorer, and I think he's going to end up becoming the number 1 target for Josh Allen.
I feel like we could see some similarities here when we talk about the Mahomes and Travis Kelce aspect and how Josh Allen and Kincaid could probably do something.
Kincaid are great, fast too. He's a fast tight end, and he's a good blocker. He does it all. I think it's a breakout season this year for Kincaid.
Like the only thing that's probably going to be the thing here is probably the defense. Both defenses after taking losses, they probably ain't gonna be that so much great. I mean, I guess y'all got an aging Von Miller on your defense, but like I don't know what that's gonna do besides that. You lost Micah Hyde, lost some other valuable starters. You have DeMar Hamlin starting, like I guess, but yeah.
DeMar Hamlin slander. Bills money line. I still think they got the better team. The Cardinals, they're gonna maybe make it close, but I think the Bills pull it out by the end. They got the better quarterback. They got the better running back. I don't think they got the better receiver. I think Marvin Harris is going to be the best receiver on the field tomorrow. But I think the Bills' defense does enough. Their offense will do enough. They still got a decent O-line. I think Josh Allen does enough. I took his pass plus receiving at 287.5.
Better go crazy for me. I got you in fantasy, bro.
He feeds. He's going to feed against that Cardinals defense. And if he doesn't, the Bills are going to be a long year, fellas. All the big favorites this weekend, if you can't win Week 1 against some ass teams, it's gonna be a long season. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
Don't get out sus watch.
Handle business. Buffalo. You're at home. Do what you do. Bills money line.
Next game, we got Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. Another tough game. I feel like it could be matched up.
This game is going to be a very close game.
But honestly,
Caleb Williams, I think, is going to be one of them ones, and I predict Chicago to be right up there.
You think he's gonna be the first to break the rookie record, bro? For number 1 picks?
Family, if we're talking about stacked rookie, like his supporting cast, like rookies, Bryce Young, people can't judge Bryce Young off that season last year. He had the worst O-line, the worst receiving core. No quarterbacks cooking like that. No quarterback in the league. Put Pat Mahomes on that team, he's gonna struggle, nigga. I promise you. That's how bad that team was. But Caleb Williams had DJ Moore, Roma
But
Dunze,
Keenan Allen.
Keenan
Yo,
Allen,
you got DeAndre Swift in the backfield
DeAndre Swift in the
as well.
backfield.
Bro.
You got Johnson at the corner. One of them ones.
Cole Kmet as your
Cole Kmet, tight end, had a breakout year last year, emerged himself as a top 10 tight end in football. Bears money line. I think Caleb Williams starts his NFL career on the right note. DJ Moore's going to feed. Keenan Allen's going to feed. Don't be surprised if even Cole Kmet gets an anytime touchdown. And I do even like DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown. Titans are going to be decent. Free play. Tony Pollard, premium play right here. Tony Pollard over 1.5 receptions.
Dude, I like the pick. I'm gonna go with Chicago as well. We've seen the reloaded offense. Caleb Williams has looked pretty much stellar, bro, throughout the preseason, showing his flashes from when he was at USC when he won the Heisman. Let's come in here.
100%.
Let's break this rookie record. Let's get the first W on the board. But I do feel like this could be a close game. This is welcome to the NFL. He's gonna have one of the toughest games here. The Titans, depending on Will Levis, are we gonna get the first half Will Levis? Is he gonna go crazy?
Is he gonna go stupid?
Or is he gonna go be buns?
Come on.
But this offense has been reloaded. They added Calvin Ridley. They added Tony Pollard. They have DeAndre Hopkins, who's coming back, who's been one of the most consistent receivers in the league for his time being in the league. This is overall going to be a tough game, but that Bears defense in the second half could prove to be the thing, bro. Who's the corner that they have on? Jalen Johnson?
Jalen Johnson. One of them ones got snubbed off the top 100.
Yo, that's crazy.
That might be the craziest top 100 snub of all time. I'm not gonna lie, because top 100 players has players that weren't all pros, has players that weren't even close to all pros. He was the second best corner in football last season, fellas.
Yeah, and the second
behind
half
Patrick
of that
Surtain, it's quite ridiculous. But especially the hardest damn position in the damn field besides quarterback. But I think he has a great year. I think Caleb Williams has the best rookie season since
CJ Stroud.
Even though CJ Stroud just had the greatest season, I think Caleb Williams is better than CJ Stroud coming out of college. I'm a big believer in Caleb Williams. I'm gonna say it right now. Caleb Williams, offensive rookie of the year, calling it week 1. He's gonna have a year. He's one of them ones. 30 plus total touchdowns, 4,000 yards in a playoff appearance for Caleb Williams in year 1. Maybe not playoff appearance, close to playoffs or playoff appearance, but I think he definitely elevates the Chicago Bears, makes them competitive, and I do have them to win tomorrow against a suspicious Titans team overall.
Valid. I rock with that.
100%. What's next, brother?
Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. A little Florida fight battle going on here. And I'm going to take the better team here, and that's the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins, man. A team that I expect will be the AFC East champions this year. You know, the Bills
kind of fell off.
They let their 2 starters go. They let Trey White go. They let Jordan Poyer go. And I just think Miami's just a more complete team. They just paid Jalen Ramsey, who's had a career reviving 2 seasons over there. Tyreek Hill, 1,800 yards last year. Take his overall rush plus receiving yards at 100.5 tomorrow.
Bro, I think if he stays healthy
one of the
whole year,
he's getting that 2,000. He could get 2,000. Tariq's one of them ones. Jalen Waddle got paid. Raheem Mostert, Devin Arcane. That offense is electric. That offense might destroy these motherfuckers. Not gonna lie, the Jaguars' defense is decent, but they're not great. I don't trust Trevor Lawrence in prime time.
Bro,
come on now, Dolphins money line. Dolphins money line. Bank that.
They had one of the worst second half season collapses of all time. They had the division lead in their hands, and they just literally threw that away. If there's any more fraudulent team, I think it's the Jaguars right now. Like
goofies, man.
Off my head, bro, I think they're unsociable right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Just because they sold us so bad last year, and we believed in them, but I'm going to believe in the Dolphins. I think Tua puts himself in position to be the passing yards leader yet again. He got paid also. Tyreek Hill, 100.5 yards, maybe Tua pass yards, but I think the Dolphins take this win. They're also Dolphins, Miami. Yeah, they're in Miami. We know who the best team in Florida is. Let's go Dolphins. Let's go Dolphins.
Yeah, we counted the Buccaneers in that one too.
Yeah, they're better than the Bucs.
Still better.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Broncos taking on the
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Bo Nix
Knicks.
debut. Will Bo Nix be the savior in for the Broncos?
I think he'll be the savior, but just not for this game. I think the Seahawks taking this, bro. I got the Seahawks taking this,
I
bro.
like the Seahawks winning this game also.
Like, bro, we still got all we got upcoming with you got DK, your primary receiver. Upcoming and I think breakout season coming from the Jigba, bro. Nick Jigba, I
Jackson
smell it.
Jigba
I
Smith,
smell it, bro.
Ohio State
You
superstar.
still got your reliable slot receiver and Tyler Lockett. He's still gonna get that done. Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker Jr.
Man.
Anytime touchdown tomorrow,
Anytime
man.
touchdown, bro. Taking that.
Easy.
Gino, I expect you to have a decent game.
This game is going to depend on Gino.
Yeah, it really will.
Because Gino has the weapons. If Gino can't feed them boys, if they lose tomorrow, they're big favorites in that game. I do got the Seahawks winning that game. But don't be surprised if the Broncos keep it close. Bo Nix pass yards at 200 flat is going to be a goal. Broncos are going to be down.
Bro.
I think he does enough. They were throwing the ball a lot in the preseason. Javonte Williams is a good running back, but he's not every down back. Yeah, he's not give him 2 carries every possession.
He's your average
I think they're going to be throwing the ball. I think they're going to get the ball to Cortland Sutton. They're going to get the ball to the young receivers. But I do have the Seahawks winning this game, and I do have Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown.
Bro, we're talking about Bo Nix here, a savior that could be for the Broncos, bro. They gave this man a C grade in their draft, and he's looked pretty good in the preseason. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, fellas, but we still taking the Seahawks.
Seahawks money line.
Next game
in Seattle.
Facts. Next game we have the Raiders taking on the Chargers.
The Chargers are minus 130, but I'm gonna call it right now. Minus 130 favorites. Raiders plus money tomorrow. They're going to take that dump in Los Angeles. Devontae Adams over 72.5 receiving yards. Gardner Minshew is the answer in Oakland. I think they have the Jaguar, the Chargers. Justin Herbert might have a game, but their team's just not good.
Bro, they lost their receivers.
They lost their receivers.
Williams, they lost
and their O line's not elite. I think the Raiders will have a way better team than the Chargers. We're talking about team, but the Chargers are still favored because they're at home. But the Raiders, man, come on. Gardner Minshew's showing us he could win games. He's showing us he can win games. I think he does enough here. This is my favorite plus money play of the weekend besides the one that's coming up in the game right after this one. Raiders plus 130. Devontae Adams over 72.5 receiving yards tomorrow. Do what you do. Raiders, shock the world.
Yes, bro. I'm going to take the Raiders as well. Minshew Mania. We talk about another QB coming into another great situation. Devontae Adams, solid receiver, and Jacoby Myers. A rookie Brock Bowers as well.
Rookie Brock Bowers, one of them ones. One of them ones.
We have upcoming starters, Amir White, looking a little bit questionable as your starting running back. But besides that, y'all have looked pretty. Y'all look like a decent team, a nice team that is low key a pretender if we're being realistic. But coming out again this week, one against an offense that has completely been depleted. Lost most of your main receivers. Your O line took a bit of a hit, and your defense hasn't been all that great. I expect the Raiders to coming from away and catch this W.
100%, man, 100%. Raiders money line. I haven't seen enough from the Chargers. I'm not trusting Quentin Johnson. I'm not trusting that weak ass Josh Palmer. I think they get in the Raiders. I'm not gonna gas up the Raiders DBs, but I think they do enough here. This is gonna be a real bad game. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't bet this game, but if you want to sprinkle something on Raiders money line, that's the value. And of course, Devontae Adams, 72.5 receiving yards.
Next game, bro, the one that my boy Anthony has been dying to talk about is the Dallas Cowboys taking on the
Browns.
Man.
And if Nick Chubb was playing, I'm a Cowboys fan, as y'all know. Cowboys made me a lot of money last year. Plus money at minus spread, everything. And if Nick Chubb was playing in this game, I would have won with the Browns. But he is not playing in this game. This is a very close game. The Browns are minus 150 favorites, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys at plus 110 on the money line. CD Lamb is back. The Browns have Pro Bowl corners, but CD Lamb is that guy. We got Zeke back. We got Cooks, Dalvin Cooks. Our defense is back, even though Deron Bland is out. But guess who's back? Trayvon Diggs, comeback player of the year. He's going to be comeback player of the year in that talk by the end of the year. One of the only defensive players to be on that list. It's gonna be a good game. Browns O line could low key dominate, but I think I'm not trusting Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
I'm not trusting Deshaun Watson against that Cowboys defense. I think Cowboys defense just does enough. It's gonna be a close game, but I got the Cowboys on the money line plus 110. Book that.
Yes.
Also, CD Lamb anytime touchdown and receiving yards. Bank that. Maybe even Amari Cooper, my guy Amari Cooper, former Cowboy.
Yeah.
Still heated, we let him go for a fucking third rounder.
For a bag of chips.
For a bag of fucking chips. Fucking
Crazy.
bullshit. Missed that motherfucker. I think his yards could hit also.
He's gonna get paid this offseason.
Jerome Ford starting at running back. He's good, but he's not great. Like I said, if Nick Chubb was playing this game, I would have went Browns. But he's the game changer. He and that O line are the best combo in football. If we're talking about production on the run game, but I got the Cowboys upsetting the Browns in Cleveland. Let's go Dallas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys too, even though they're the underdogs according to the projections on bets. But when we talk about the Cowboys, they're looking like they have the better offense. If we're speaking about this I do believe what Andy said. This is going to be a close ass game. The Browns were one of the top defenses last year, and they're going to come back ready to hold that right back down. And so is the Cowboys. They're solid defense as well, but it comes into play. You have CD Lamb, who you just gave the absolute bag to. I hope Dak Prescott gets the ball in this man's hands and they make something work. But on the Browns, there's suspicious play from Deshaun Watson. He hasn't been the same ever since he left the Texans. And y'all gave him that crazy ass bag for absolutely nothing because he hasn't shown anything to prove for it. So
exactly, bro.
Overall, I'm gonna side with the Dallas
Cowboys. If it was the prime Deshaun Watson, this would have been not even going to lie. But let's see if he comes out. He could have a game, but I think Micah Parsons puts on the show.
Oh, for sure.
I think Trayvon Diggs shows why he's a top 5 corner.
Player of the year, Micah Parsons.
Come on now, family. It's his third year. I think he spazzes the fuck out. Cowboys plus money. Let's get it.
Next game, we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Tampa Bay Bucks, who made the divisional round last year, fellas. Beat the Eagles in the playoffs.
For Baker Mayfield.
I think they set the tone to start the year and put themselves in position to win that division. I think it's going to be them and the Falcons fighting for first place in that division.
That
division's up for grabs. That's why I said that I got the Falcons being just a tad bit better than the Bucks right now, projection wise. Let's see how these week ones go. Whoever dominates their game more, that's what more I'm leaning towards. But I do think the Buccaneers will win this game against the Commanders. Buccaneers money line. I'm also giving out free play Mike Evans over 4.5 receptions against a Commander secondary that was bottom of the league last year in guard and receivers. Emmanuel Forbes is a burger. Emmanuel Forbes is going to get cooked. Mike Evans going to cook tomorrow. Mike Evans going to cook. Take his anytime touchdown, his yards, whatever. But I'm going with receptions to be safe analytically. But Buccaneers money line, I think they put themselves in position to be another playoff team. And Baker Mayfield is the answer. He got paid. They still have Chris Godwin. They have the tight end Cade Otton. They got a good O-line. They got a decent defense. Antoine Whitfield, best safety in football. What more do we got to say?
Oh, yeah, Whitfield, yeah, he's nasty, bro. And, yeah, bro. Sorry, Jaden Daniels. I love your game,
Jaden Daniels. And the Commanders going to put on a show, too. Jaden Daniels going to be one of them ones. But I think
I feel like finally Terry McLaurin got a QB,
man.
Bro.
He got a dude.
But I still got the Buccaneers here. They made the playoffs last season. Not much has changed from their roster. They were able to bring back Mike Evans, who we know is gonna consistently put up 1,000 yards each season. Baker Mayfield, literally one of the comeback players of the year. And I see no more of a difference coming in from this game, setting that tone early, setting that spot for their NFC division, and coming out on top for the week 1.
100%, man. Against a Commanders team that's still rebuilding. They did make some good signings, but they got like the Cowboys, superstar regular niggas. Yeah. Like they got some of our starters, but they were regular starters. They're replaceable starters, and they overpaid them off of it. Yeah. Like Tyler Biadasz. Come on now. Tyler Biadasz is decent, but he's not a $10 million guard. I'm not doing that. Next game. The Lions of the rematch of the wild card NFC game last year. The Lions versus the Rams, man. And I'm going to go with the Lions here. made people a lot of money last season. They made me money last year on week one when we took them to beat the Chiefs at plus money, one of our greatest calls, because this is a Lions team that people counted out last year and they still produced. David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs are the best running back duo in football.
Yes.
Jared Goff has had a career reviving reign in Detroit. Was a blown lead away from making the Super Bowl last year. This Lions team was. They blew that game, but I think they come in for vengeance. Amon-Ra St. Brown yards. Come on now, it's gonna be a field show. I think the
Bro,
Rams. I think the
and
Rams
we
are gonna
might,
get
bro,
cooked.
we might even see a breakout season from Jameson
And
Williams.
Jameson
bro.
Williams, and we didn't even talk about a top 5 fastest player in the league. I think the Lions flourish
Lions
this
got
year.
this in the bag.
Rams defense ain't the same that it used to be when they won the Super Bowl that year, and I think they get exposed early. I'm taking the Lions on the money line, leaning towards Jameer Gibbs or David Montgomery anytime touchdown, but I'll also give out Amon-Ra St. Brown over 88.5 yards.
I do think this is gonna be a high scoring game. Yeah, the secondary on the Lions, or overall their defense last year was pretty questionable at times, and the Rams defense they have who they got, bro.
Bro, who do they have? That's great. They don't have no Aaron Donald. After Aaron Donald retired, like
They really got no.
they let go of Jordan Fuller. That was one of their better corners. I don't know, man.
It's really a toss up, bro. But I feel like this is gonna
I
go.
think the Lions take this. I think the Lions
Yeah,
take this.
Lions
They
got
set the
this.
tone. They. I had them winning that playoff game, and I'm gonna take them against here. I'm gonna take them again here. I think they have the better team. They improved their defense. O line got better. Let's go Lions. Put yourself in a position to not blow the lead in the NFC Championship game this year, fellas, and make a big playoff rush. I think even a guy like Jared Goff, if Jared Goff spazzes with the team he has, don't be surprised Jared Goff's an MVP. An MVP. A guy like Jared Goff, man.
He was low key a dark horse MVP.
Come on now.
Last year.
Come on now. And we're also going to be predicting the Monday games too. And for this Monday game, the first Monday game of the year, we got the New York Jets versus the San Francisco 49ers, man.
The team that lost in the Super Bowl.
The team that lost in the Super Bowl, that sold in the Super Bowl last 2 out of the last 4 seasons. But I got the Niners here. My play is going to be Niners -5. I'm going to take that spread on -5, and I'm also take Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Those are the lays for Monday.
Yo, I don't care.
Big
I'm
on
gonna say this now. I don't care what game it is the Niners are playing. Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Every game.
Every game.
Every game. He only missed once last year. He went 17. He went 16 for 17 last season, fellas.
Bro,
what more?
The
come on, come on. He's the best running back in football when healthy, and I think he put himself in a position to be the offensive player of the year once again. And the 49ers, I got them going to the Super Bowl yet again. They have the team to do it. They re-signed Brandon Ayuk. They re-signed Trent Williams. Come on now.
This is literally up to
Let's go Niners.
This
literally
year, all depends on Kyle Shanahan.
Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. Can y'all get it done in prime time? But I got y'all boys winning this game. And I think they're just going to have a good season too.
Yeah.
But I think the 49ers do enough to win that game by at least 6 points. And Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Y'all boys know what it is. We've been giving y'all free shots all pod predictions. NFL 2024-2025 seasons. Week 1, we done did it again.
Bro.
Y'all boys like this video. Subscribe. Use promo code Jermaine Sports on Sleeper for lifetime access. Comment your teams. Comment your plays.
Comment your predictions.
Let us know what y'all want to hear. What type of stuff. What type of topics y'all want us to address, man. This has been real. It's gonna be a great season. Let's get some money. Let's be analytical and let's be sharp. You already know it's been the week 1 NFL predictions. See y'all boys next week, man. Good luck.
Stay safe. Have a blessed day.
God bless.
Peace.